First of all, what's your name?
Ronnie Grice.
Okay, so Ronnie, and you tell us who you are and kind of what you do with your company.
Certainly. I'm with Arkansas Pest Control. I'm the general manager over the pest and termite department. Been in business, I've been doing this career-wise for 24 years. We've been in business for over 30 years. We're a full-service termite, pest control, and urban wildlife removal company.
Oh, wow. Urban wildlife removal companies. That's termites, like all kinds of bugs, snakes. That's good to know, because we've had some termite people in a bug service we called once that when they got there to remove the bug, which was a snake, they said, that's not us.
That's not us.
I'm like, well, who are we supposed to do?
Right.
But it sounds like y'all can handle some of the snakes.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's do it now, right?
Okay, I like that. Okay, so yeah, you've been doing this for a long time. I'm kind of curious to hear from you personally, like why this business? What makes you excited to do this? What keeps you excited to stay in this industry?
When I started out, it was in the late 1990s, and I worked for Jamison Pest Control, and then it just took off after a couple of years building clientele. And what I enjoy the most isn't so much the industry itself, but the challenges that we face every day that we have to come up with a solution. Meeting people, obviously, I love people.
Yeah.
I love solving their problem. I like to go into a place that's got an issue and tell the client, say, hey, this is what I'm here for. I don't want you to worry about anything, and I'm gonna be able to take care of your issues for you.
And that's really good. Yeah, I love that. One of the questions I like to ask is, who is your ideal client? Like if you're gonna get a call from somebody that needed your help with something, like who's that favorite type of client that you're excited to work with?
Well, it's cliche to say all of them, but the ones that I enjoy the most is when you go into, whether it be a home or a business, and they tell you, hey, this is our issue, and they kind of point you in the direction to go, and they just lead you with it. That's your favorite. You feel unsupervised, but at the same time, you feel empowered that they trust you with what the issue is. And you kind of babysit them a little bit more because you want to take care of those type of clients.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's kind of like as soon as they kind of say, just do what you would do if this was your place.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden you kind of feel this like, well, I really need to do a really good job.
Yeah. And one of the things that I tell clients is this is what I know, right? And so you're a consumer, so I want to take care of you because there's certain aspects that I need, like heating and air, plumbing, and stuff like that I have no idea about. And I would want somebody to come in that I could trust and is going to take care of my situation. So that's the way I do it. I believe you reap what you sow.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what would you say is one of the bigger challenges that you've had to overcome in growing this business?
False information by whether it be Google or other pest control companies, and re-educating customers and all that. And normally what I like to do on the front end is educate customers on, like, say they have an ant issue. So I like to explain the product, what it's going to do, how it's going to be effective, and normally how long it takes for it to resolve the issue.
Yeah, that's really good. So what are some of the products that you're most excited about right now?
One of the products that we use is a non-repellent chemical that we spray for ants and spiders. And what that means is that ants are social. So they kind of don't realize that they're in contact with the product. So what they do is they cross-contaminate one another and it kills out the colony. The only problem is that it's not a quick fix. It works kind of like an antibiotic. It takes anywhere from 5 to 10 days for it to be fully effective. But it has a longer residual to it, so it's more bang for your buck.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So if we got some ants, it would be that you come in and put a product down that they might not even know that they picked it up, but they bring it back to their queen. It kills them all.
And just as a side note, so they have like a lot of over-the-counter products like Ray and Hot Shot and stuff like that. Well, that's a contact kill. And so ants realize that product's there, the ones that steal a lot, and they avoid it and they go to another avenue of source to get through into the home. Where this other product that we use, they can't do that.
So here's a question that honestly, I'm not sure where this will go, and so we may end up cutting this out. But you know, something I found is that when we're doing a closing, it is often the case that it's best to close the renewal with the termite company that the seller had before. It's just the cost-effective move for the buyer, typically. And so I've kind of wondered if someone is in an agreement to, and it's kind of cost-effective for them to stay with a company that they're really not even excited about keeping.
Right.
At what point does it make sense, financially particularly, for them to say, hey, I'm ready to call Ronnie. I'm ready to get I want to switch my termite team. I want to have a better bug policy.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So when you close, let's say you're closing this month in June. So in June of 2023, your renewal will be time to renew for your termite. At that time, that's when you call us and we can switch you over. And I have a lot of clients that do exactly what you say. They're not happy or they don't want to do business with their current company. But I'm also honest with them. I said, well, don't change it now because it's going to be a waste of money. And I don't want you to waste your money. And so when the renewal comes available, we can switch you over. The other thing, and you probably run into a lot of this, is that you get to closing or about to close and, oh my, I don't have a termite policy. Yeah. And in the state of Arkansas, you have to have you have to have that. And you know, we try to push those to the front and get those taken care of so that they can close.
Yeah, that's good. You're a pretty tall dude.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun? Like, do you like to ride bikes? Do you play basketball? What's your thing?
Well, I cycle.
Let's go.
You're
a cyclist.
And I also coach an AAU team that's a nonprofit.
What are the chances, I guess, the two things?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, we have two different teams, or actually three different teams. We have a 7th grade boys team that we coach.
Heck yeah.
A 9th grade girls and a high school girls team.
Go.
So we as a matter of fact, we're in a tournament this weekend in Batesville. And we're about 70% winning percentage on the girls. Yeah, so they're doing great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
I do. I have she'll be a junior at Bologna High School this year.
Yeah.
And obviously she plays basketball.
Yeah.
You know.
She's pretty tall too.
She's not. She's about 5'6".
Okay.
But on a good hair day, she's hitting.
But on a good hair day.
A good hair day, she's hitting 5'7". Yeah. And my son will be graduating from UCA this December.
Okay, well that's awesome. Okay, so any other things that you would want to a message maybe that you'd want to send out to the people who particularly maybe I don't even know who my bug guy is, you know, I hadn't even thought about switching. Is there something you want to say to them that might be a call to action of, you know, why it's maybe a good idea for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, you know, certainly, we're all in business and I never want to see anybody lose income in their business or livelihood. I never want to do that, you know, but I want to make sure that clients are taken care of. And that's what I do. I mean, that's my specialty in what I do for this company and do for my career, is that I want to make sure you're personally taken care of.
That's good.
And that's I guess you could say the Midas touch, but more the personal touch to it, you know. I have a lot of clients, and it's, you know, I'm not saying this boastingly, but you know, I have a lot of people that will call and go, well, it'll be 3 days before he can get there. That's fine, I'll wait, because I want to make sure. And that's a testimony, you know, and you know, to what we offer, not only individually but as a company.
Yeah, I just want to communicate. We work with a lot of different types of vendors, and I was really impressed and appreciated how Ronnie was very communicative from the beginning, where he was busy. It was clear that he had to move some things around a few times to make it work, but he was always very communicative with us. And so I've really appreciated that about you.
Sir.
You're a highly communicative person that I can see that the clients would benefit from just being the guy that does what you say you're going to do.
Absolutely.
And you are good to communicate what you're going to do.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So I appreciate that about you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, if you're at all interested in shopping for, you know, who your termite team is, who your bug policy is with, be sure to give Ronnie a call. He's a good dude, and yeah, we're excited that we got to introduce you to Ronnie and his team today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Share this video and be eligible to win a free pest control treatment from our team at Arkansas Pest Control.